Zestimates and Redfin estimates. Redstimates? Are they accurate? Can you trust them? Well, find out in today's episode. So what are Zestimates and Redfin estimates? Well, these estimates are based on an algorithm that determines the value of your home by checking things like the square footage, the number of bedrooms and baths, the surrounding area, and it compares your home to other homes in the area, homes that sold recently, whether that was on or off market, and homes that are actively listed, as well as homes that may have been expired or canceled recently. When giving you the value of off-market homes, a lot of the times these websites are using public record data, and if it's on-market homes, they can use MLS data that just got posted. These algorithms are also improving all the time. In 2018, Zillow actually offered $1 million to anyone who could improve their algorithm overall. And the winners actually came up with data points like noise pollution in the area, whether there was new construction nearby, and it also eliminated outliers from properties that, say, might have been really disheveled when they sold that threw off the market numbers in the entire area. Of course, by their nature, these algorithms can never operate with 100% of the data they'd need to accurately estimate the value of a home. For example, they couldn't tell you what condition the home was in if it's not on the market. They couldn't tell you if the home had sweeping views of a lake or sweeping views of a brick wall. And maybe the home just doesn't have a very desirable floor plan. I mean, there's a countless number of material factors that really can't be analyzed in an algorithm. So with that being said, how accurate can the algorithm be? Well, while a lot of realtors like to throw shade at the algorithm, say it's wildly inaccurate, you shouldn't pay attention to it, well, you really don't have to take my word for it because Redfin and Zillow tell you how accurate their algorithms are right on their websites. So if we're talking about nationally, Zillow's on-market property estimates are within a 2% error rate, and their off-market property estimates are within a 7.7% error rate. And if we go over to Redfin, they're pretty similar with a on-market error rate of 1.81% and an off-market error rate of 6.04%. Now this looks pretty good. Even most appraisers would consider an estimate even within 4% of a margin error to be pretty accurate for a home's value. But, of course, that's only the median error rate for the entire country. Now, if you're looking outside of that median, and if you're looking at specific counties in Massachusetts where you might want to buy, say Suffolk, Norfolk, or Middlesex, then the estimates can get a little shakier from there. So Zillow puts their active median error rate, their median error rate for homes that are active on the market now, at 2.4%. But if we look at the same data set, we see that about a fifth of homes are not estimated within 5% of the final sales price. And if we look at Redfin, we see that the median error rate is a little better overall, along with the properties that are estimated within 5, 10, and 20%, but all the individual counties are just a little bit worse. So we see that for estimates when it comes to active listings, the estimates aren't too far off, and that's because the algorithm has more data to work with, data that it got from realtors who put it on the MLS, such as if there were any renovations made, updated square footage, that sort of thing.
So while the active unit estimates seem fairly accurate and it's impressive they can get within 5%, a lot of realtors argue that generally they just seem to line up with what the list price at the time is overall. If there's a price adjustment, the Zestimate or Redfin estimate will change along with that. And that's not surprising because if we look back historically at the last 5 years of sale data, we see that generally in Massachusetts, the final sale price is usually within about 5% of the original list price, and when it's adjusted, the prices are changed, the final sale price is usually within about 2 to 1% of the final sale price. So the list price at the time, right before it sells, is actually a more accurate estimate of what the final sale price is going to be than a Redfin estimate or a Zestimate.
Where things get a little dicier is when you look at the off-market estimations. So once again, Zillow doesn't break it down by county, but for Massachusetts, the median error for listing estimates is about 8%. And of those that are within 5% of the final sale price, only about 34% of them are, and 59% are within 10% of the final sale price, and 80% are within 20% of the sale price. If we shoot back over to Redfin, the median error once again is a little bit better, and they break it down by county. So for Middlesex, where Cambridge and Somerville are, you see that the median error is about 6%. But only 43% of those are within 5% of the final price, and only 72% are within 10% of the final price. So if your home is not currently on the market, your odds of getting an accurate estimate, well, one that would be considered accurate by an appraiser, are fairly low.
Unfortunately for the algorithm, Massachusetts is just a problem state when it comes to making algorithmic estimations like this when you can't see the condition of the property. I mean, some of these properties were built in the 1800s, and there is no telling the extent to which these properties have been renovated. So really the use you're getting out of a Zestimate or a Redfin estimate when it comes to your property, if it's off market, is just getting a ballpark of what properties of your size type are generally selling for within your area, and it really doesn't tell you much else.
But like these websites say themselves, these are estimates and they're not a substitute for an in-person estimation from a real estate agent or professional appraiser. So yeah, these estimates are fairly accurate when it comes to homes that are active on market, and kinda so-so when it comes to homes that are not currently on the market. So I think these estimates are a decent tool for getting started and getting kind of an idea of what a market looks like in a certain area. But of course, if you want an accurate estimator, one who actually goes inside different buildings, checks out different sales in the area, and assesses all the material conditions, then of course you're going to need to go with a local realtor to get that estimate for you. And if you would like help estimating the accurate value of an on-market or off-market property, you can contact myself or my team with the information on the screen, and we would love to help you out. Otherwise, have a great rest of your day. Bye.